Tip-off is controlled by American. You see their starting five there on your screen as the Patriots will open up in the man-to-man defense against the Eagles. And double team Oduro gets the steal. On the move, stops, pops, got his shot blocked again. That one by Becton Jr. with a three ball from the corner. Cooper is good. So Becton gets the block early on Oduro. He's now up to 90 blocks in his career. The Patriots with an early 3-0 lead. Trying to go on the inside again. The quick hands by Oduro. He has been much better defensively, but getting on the inside there, Johnny O'Neal for the bucket. Oduro coming off a career-high 6 blocks in the victory against Georgia. He's been an offensive force for the Patriots as well, but it was his defense that really sparked the Patriots in their last outing. Tries along the baseline, lost the handle on the dribble, and that'll turn it over to the Eagles. American and George Mason, both of them in the CAA from 1986 until 2000, when American left for the Patriot League. And of course, the Patriots left the CAA over a decade later, and a steal on the inside by Gaines. Good read on the backdoor cut. Patriots up 1 with the basketball. Schwartz, 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound Oduro, tapped it, but controlled there underneath by Josh Alexander. Smalls gives it up top. That's Alexander. Now to O'Neal. At 6'9", O'Neal more of a stretch player than a true post player. Smalls now take the shot from the outside from 3 is no good. Schwartz with the rebound for the Patriots. Colin Smalls missing that jumper. Gaines now trying to hit from 3 and does. Davante Gaines came in shooting over 50% from behind the arc. And the Patriots' first 2 buckets are from long range, one by Cooper, one by Gaines. They lead it here 6-2. On the inside, Gaines with the good defense, and then off of Alexander as Gaines just kept his hands straight up. See back the other way, Schwartz with the kick out and the hit from the outside by Gaines. So Patriots with the basketball, already up by 4 in this one. Gaines on the wing to Schwartz. Up top, Xavier Johnson coming off a career-high 9 assists against Georgia. Gets it back on the handoff from Oduro. Over to Schwartz. 3-ball on the way, no good. Rebound battled for, and we've got a foul. It's going to be called on Josh Oduro, battling for that loose ball. So that'll be the first on Oduro. And team's first of the half. Becton Jr. now working against that man-to-man. Oduro steps way out on Alexander. He took one dribble and picked it up. O'Neal looking on the inside, nothing there. Patriots doing a good job defensively. They've really limited the look so far for American. Just 1 out of 3 from the field. Alexander drives, knocks down Gaines, and official Les Jones calls the charge. So that'll go against Josh Alexander. First on him, first on the team. Gaines just a little bit quicker, beat him to the spot, was outside the arc, the restricted area, I should say, and got the call from Les Jones. So Patriots up 6-2, just over 3 minutes into this ball game. Trying to play at that faster pace as they did against Georgia. They ran out a 19-4 lead against the Bulldogs. Trying to go inside to Oduro. He has it there. One dribble across the paint. Double team. Turns around. Out to Johnson for 3. It's going to be off the glass. No. Gaines, though, gets the offensive rebound. Kicks it cross court to Johnson. Oduro on the screen. They slip it down low to him. Working against Alexander. Reverse layup is good. Such a good power move from Oduro down there on the block. And he makes it 8-2. Patriots on top. Smalls on the dribble, lost the handle on it himself. And now O'Neal take a long three, and he's got that kind of range as Johnny O'Neal knocks it down, a 38% three-point shooter for the 6'9" sophomore. Cuts the lead in half, now at 8-5. Cross court to Cooper. Down low to Gaines. Little fadeaway with the left, and it fell off the rim, but Oduro there to tap the rebounds. Gaines got it, and they're sharing it, and more importantly, guys are knocking down shots. That's how you get so many assists on made baskets. The Patriots were knocking down threes in that game, so it's an easy assist, one pass, and knock down the jumper. Gaines hits the free throw, 82% on the season, and pushes the lead out to 9-5. He's got one more. And that one goes in as well. So make it 10-5. And Otis Frazier, the third, into the ballgame for the first time. He's wearing number 5 in white for the Patriots. Patriots with some full court pressure. And then all the way down and missing the layup was American. That was Colin Smalls. So Johnson back the other way to Oduro to Schwartz on the wing. Coming off, again, 21 points on 5 of 10 from the outside against Georgia. Johnson down low to Oduro on the block. Looks to make his move. Pivots, goes baseline, stops short, and goes up and in as he got around Connor Nelson. Patriots now up 7 at 12-5. And again, the full court pressure here. Frazier kind of running as the point man, and he'll pick up Becton Jr. in the front court. O'Neal over to Smalls. Up top, Marvin Bragg just into the ballgame for the first time. Bragg returning to the Eagles after opting out last year. The COVID-19 season on the inside. Might have been blocked by Frazier, or Bragg lost it going up. Either way, it's back to the Patriots. Oh, Gaines was trying to lob over the top to Oduro. Had it knocked away by Becton, but able to recover that loose ball. He was looking to go up top to Oduro. Johnson out to Gaines. Looks, drives on O'Neal, all the way to the basket, lays it home. 14-5, Patriots up by 9. Up ahead, though, missing the defensive assignment. Patriots lucky there. A wide open look from Connor Nelson is no good. Patriots clear the board. Johnson, backdoor, out to Schwartz, fakes the three on the inside, drives all the way through. Scoop layup's no good, and the rebound to Bragg. Patriots a 6-0 run over the last minute 30. After American had cut it to 8-5 on the three by O'Neal. He's got it here. Goes in the corner to Becton Jr. Trying to back down Johnson, and Johnson's going to get called for the foul. And that's the automatic one. 2 hands on the offensive player. Here's Gaines going all the way through. Beat O'Neal off the drive and laid it up and in. And that foul goes against Johnson of the Patriots, his first and team second. Substitutions now. Jamal Hartwell, the second into the ball game, and got the steal as they try to go to O'Neal. Here comes Frazier all the way through, steps through, lost the handle going up, but 2 officials blow the whistle. So Frazier's going to get free throws here. Elijah Stevenson called for the foul, his first. The 5'9" freshman guard just into the ball game for American. Patriots have made some substitutions as well. We told you Hartwell in, and also number 1, Ronald Polite III, the 6'2" sophomore, who just made his season debut as Frazier back irons the free throw. Polite just made his season debut against Georgia and played pretty well in his limited minutes. 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in 15 minutes of action, but looked good running the offense. Looked good getting up and down the floor. Frazier's second one is good. Just as assistant coach Dwayne Simpkins told me, just not quite in full game shape yet. Takes a while. He hasn't been running up and down too much. So it may take him a while to build up that stamina. It's way different between in shape and game shape. O'Neal now swings it on the wing. Less than 10 on the shot clock as they come up top. Driving is Stevens baseline. They kick it out. Nelson for 3 is no good. Frazier battling Bragg for the rebound. He tipped it. Polite comes away with it. Up ahead to Cooper. Back to Polite. Fakes the 3. Drives into the paint. Cut off and traveled. As the slipping on the pivot there was Polite. Malik Henry's going to check in. Replace Oduro now, the sophomore from Texas, into the ball game. The Patriots lead it by 10 at 15-5. And Devontae Cooper with 3 in this ball game, had 10 against Georgia, and with those 10, he passed 1,000 points for his career combined in his time here at Mason and, of course, at Morehead State. Long 3 from the outside by Beckham, no good. Henry able to corral the rebound, as Stevens was trying to sneak in there at 5'9" and grab it away. Hartwell behind his screen fires a 3 and knocks it down. So another 3 for Hartwell. The Patriots now lead by 13. He's had at least 1 3 now in 7 consecutive games. O'Neal trying to find some offense here as American. Just 2 of 9 from the field to start this game. Patriots 6 out of 12. Bragg gets it down low. Becton going against Cooper. Drives along the baseline, and he's able to draw the foul on Cooper. And that'll be the first on him and the 3rd on the Patriots. Patriots winning the rebound battle right now 10-3. They're one of the best teams in the country at limiting their opponents in offensive rebounding. So far tonight, through 8 minutes, American without an offensive rebound in this one. Becton's free throw is good. 78% free throw shooter for him. Schwartz returns for the Patriots. Frazier checks out. For American, Nelson checks out. And Jackson Notek is in. Second one no good, and Malik Henry runs down the rebound. Jackson Notek, a 6'6" senior, averages 6.6 points a contest off the bench for the Eagles. Hartwell just off that 3, tries to take another one. It's going to be short front iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. Henry tried to get it, couldn't come up with it. But a good effort there by the sophomore. Elijah Stevens, that left-hand dribble. Now American again searching for offense. Driving and cut off there was Alexander. Out front, Becton spins right into Malik Henry off the... Even more impressive when you consider he played just 19 minutes. Actually, check that, 13 points, 3 rebounds. Even still, 13 points, 19 minutes is filling it up. Polite, the sophomore, directing traffic. Hartwell has it. Schwartz looking for the post-up, not there. Henry. Now Cooper looks up with under 10. Drives to the foul line, kicks it out. Polite fakes the 3, sidesteps, went to take another 3, and there's Becton Jr. again, that leaping ability. He now has 91 blocks in his career, again at just 6'4". Look at the leap there, sidestep O'Neal, but you're not going to sidestep Becton Jr. Gaines back in the ball game now, replacing Hartwell. So just 4 on the shot clock for the Patriots to get something off here. Got to figure they're going to set something for one of the shooters. Here comes Cooper off of it, catches, turns, fires, hits. How about that? Great screen on the side. Cooper went over the top of it, curled it, caught it, knocked it down. Trying to go on the inside, and American turns it over. And great job here, Cooper. Just a good screen from Henry, curled off of it. Becton smartly didn't challenge the shot. Never wanted to foul a jump shooter. And was worried that he might get the call, so he stayed kind of down. And Cooper knocked down the 4th 3 of the half for the Patriots. They average over 9 threes a ball game. There's Cooper at the top, hands it back to Polite. Up top, Cooper fakes a 3, starts to drive, cut off, continues, scores. Great job by Cooper keeping the dribble alive. Went between his legs a couple of different times and gets the and one. Behind the back, between the legs, drive with the left, and draw the foul on Lincoln Ball. And that'll be his first, team's 5th, but this is an and one for Cooper, who now has 8 in the ball game. And the Patriots can balloon this out to an 18-point lead. Free throw from Cooper is good. Came in 77%. So an 18-point lead as it's a 16-1 run over the last 5 minutes. The American is 0 for their last 5 from the field. And they already have 6 turnovers here in the first half. Up top, and now back to the wing. Pulling up from just inside the arc and knocking down, finally ending that drought, is Lincoln Ball. 6'6" sophomore, averaging just 2.4 points a contest. Transfer from GW, but knocked that one down there. Xavier Johnson back in the game, and they get it to Oduro. Oduro trying to come across the paint, spins, double teamed, off the glass, no. Gaines clipped the rebound, but pulled away by Ball. And gives it up there to Smalls. He'll bring it across. The American down 24-8. Alexander high post, now the Ball again. Fakes the three, starts to drive on Oduro. Elijah Stevens. Patriots again, as they will be most of the game in the man-to-man. Ball, nice back cut, but couldn't control it enough to get the shot off. And now driving and dumping it down low to Alexander. Ball's on the deck. Oduro came up with it. Even if he didn't, it was going to be a 30-second shot clock violation, as there was one on the clock. Cooper in rhythm knocks it down. He's hot to start. 4 for 4 on the game. 3 of 3 from behind the arc. He's already got 12 in the ball game. 27-8, Patriots on top. Ball gets the screen, but gives it back up to Stevens. Now Smalls. Just inside the arc. Stevens now, they go to Alexander in the post against Oduro. Left-handed shots up and good. Nicely done there, Josh Alexander, the 6'8" senior. Makes it 27-10. 8.5 to go here first half. They get it to Schwartz, fakes the three. Screen from Oduro, dumps it down low to Oduro, and that's going to be an offensive foul, as Elijah Stevens was there waiting on Oduro to make that catch. So that'll be the second on Oduro. And he's asking the official, saying, got to give me room to land. So the Patriots make a substitution here. Blake Jones into the ballgame for the first time, the freshman from Australia. And also T.J. Gadsden into the ballgame for George Mason. Johnson guarding against Smalls. Up top, Lincoln Ball. Cross court and almost airmailed. Nice catch along the sideline there by Connor Nelson, who's back in. American going into the post. Kicks it back out, 3 on the shot clock, having to force one up, no good. The rebound. And Mason basketball coming out of the timeout. Johnson, Oduro with those 2 fouls. Gadsden, Jones, and Gaines, who has it here. Johnson way out front now. Patriots running a couple of screens. Oduro has it. And now Gadsden to Jones. Gaines back cut, so he goes to Johnson. On the drive, nowhere to go. Xavier Johnson slips, can't get up from there. Slips, falls, got it to Oduro with 5, with 4, with 3, with 2. The fadeaway, no good. And the rebound, Beckton Jr. Good box out underneath there by Smalls to keep Gadsden from the offensive rebound. And that's going to be the 3rd now on Oduro. And that's 3rd foul with 7:10 to go here in the first half. So more than likely, we've seen all of Josh Oduro for this half. 4 points and 2 rebounds, 1 assist, but picks up that 3rd foul. So Malik Henry's going to come in. And Otis Frazier is back as well, replacing Devontae Gaines. Smalls hands it off on the outside. Thinking about a deep 3 there was Nelson. Instead, he tries to take Henry over off the side. Patriots, though, doing a good job defensively, but Beckton Jr. got a good drive there against Frazier, just couldn't finish the layup. So Johnson back the other way quickly, leaves it for Frazier trailing. Now Gadsden fakes a 3, he traveled, picked up that pivot foot, just a little bit too excited. Was the freshman Gadsden, 6'7". Did not play against Georgia. Played 3 minutes against Old Dominion in his last appearance. But he does not look like a freshman as Frazier jumps that passing lane. Gadsden, pretty big kid. Most of the time you see the freshmen come in, you think, well, they got to put on a bunch of weight and get stronger. Gadsden looks like he's well on his way there, just his first semester playing college basketball. He graduated high school early due to the pandemic and actually joined in practice with the team in the spring. And Gadsden's going to be called for the foul here. And that'll be 6 now on the Patriots. So the next one with 6:30 to go here in the first half will be free throws for American. And now Mike Gray into the ball game, the 6'2" freshman. And Schwartz returns. Blake Jones will check out. And so the Patriots have Gray, Frazier, Schwartz, Johnson, and Malik Henry. So a freshman and a couple of sophomores in with the grad transfer in Schwartz and the junior with Johnson. High post, Bragg. Gives it up. They go down low. Spinning, getting into the paint. It's a little fadeaway push shot, no good. And let's see, are they going to count the basket? They called a foul on the Patriots. And it'll go against Gray. But that'll be free throws coming. So it's 1-1. I guess they said it occurred before the tap. It is almost simultaneous that, hey, you got the offensive rebound and put it back in. Well, it's going to be a 1-on-1 here for Marvin Bragg. On the season, 75%, just 4 attempts, though, 3 out of 4. And that free throw good. So now 27-11. Patriots haven't scored in nearly 3 minutes now, yet still have 27 points here in the first half. Second one is good. So down to a 15-point lead. Johnson comes across. I imagine most of your offense is going to be Schwartz or Johnson, and with this lineup that's in, not a lot of scorers on the floor. As Gray takes the shot, around and off. Henry went to tap the ball out, but he was fouled on the rebound. And that will go against Becton Jr. That's his second, team 6th. And Polite comes in replacing Frazier. So the Patriots go with basically all 3 of their point guards on the floor at the same time. Ronnie Polite, Mike Gray, Xavier Johnson, along with Malik Henry and Schwartz. And I think somebody saw that for the Patriots because Cooper's going to come in and replace Johnson. With 20 on the shot clock, 6:01 to go first half. Patriots possession, up 15. Polite looks to inbound and lobs it ahead to Henry. To Cooper at the top. Curl for Polite. Jumper in and out, no good. Rebound, Schwartz and Henry both there. Schwartz trying to get it up, had the ball stripped from him, and American comes away with it. Quickly the other way, Smalls. Cross court. And losing the handle there was Nelson. Everybody's. It'll be American basketball. They will trigger it in right in front of the Patriot bench. The Patriots come out and double. Smalls gives it up. Patriots still trying to apply a little pressure. Now we'll back out of it. Just tried to catch American off guard there, but the Eagles did a nice job of not falling into those traps. But there is just 5 on the shot clock now. Smalls kicks it out front. Catch, got it off, and a good look, but could not hit from the outside. Lorenzo Panadio. Cooper catches, fires from the top. Back iron, no, his first miss of the night on any shot so far. He has 12 of the Patriots' 27, but the streak continues. Patriots now going 4 minutes without a point. Smalls on the drive. Might have been partially blocked. And then the follow-up is no good. Cooper got it, threw it on the outside to Polite and got lucky that it hit off of Polite and then hit Les Jones, the official, and stayed in bounds. That would have gone out of bounds back over to American. Polite just wasn't looking for the ball. Gets a screen at the top. Hook pass over to Gray. Gray dribbles. Up top, Cooper. 10 on the shot clock. Cooper drives, goes behind the back, kicks it to Gray in the corner. 3 ball from there. No good. Malik Henry, though, runs down the rebound and gives it to Schwartz. He dribbles in, starts to drive. Pump fake, up and under, and finishes there. The drought is finally over. The Patriots score. Nearly 5 minutes between baskets. They didn't lose any ground, though, as they lead now again by 17 at 29-12. Under 4 to go here first half. Defense has been on point. Offense was good up until that 5-minute stretch. Alan Smalls hands it off. O'Neal behind a couple of screens, but nowhere to go. Smalls now fakes on Polite, drives in. Ronnie Polite got the block, and that, I think Malik Henry may have blocked a shot. Patriots come back out. Johnson back in the lineup now. Frazier, Schwartz, and Cooper, along with Polite, who has it here, and gives it to Johnson. Hands off Cooper. Now Polite at the top as the Patriots wheel their offense through. Polite looking to drive up top to Frazier. Got an open look from 3. Back iron, no. And the rebound to Stevens. Back in the ball game for American. 3:10 to go here first half. Patriots comfortably ahead by 17. They led wire to wire against Georgia in their last outing, an 80-67 victory in which they never trailed. Looking down low, triple teamed, and the steal. Polite. Another turnover for American. Up ahead, Johnson steps through, finishes the layup. Out around Becton Jr. and straight to the glass. 31-12, largest lead of the night now for the Patriots at 19. O'Neal hands it off. Stevens into the corner now. Nelson. Cross-court pass, open look. O'Neal knocks it down, and he's, we talked about, has that range, 38% on the season, and they didn't get out to him. He hits his second 3, but it was a long time between buckets for him. He has 8 of their 15. He's getting it done tonight. He hasn't missed a shot. The rest of the team is just 2 of 16. Polite up top to Schwartz. Drives past Becton Jr., reverse layup. He got himself too far under. Nice job coming across there by Alexander on the double team because he beat Becton. But then the help came, and Schwartz had nowhere to go, or he's going to get his shot blocked. O'Neal throws it down low. Alexander double teamed, kicks it back out to O'Neal. Not the guy you want to leave alone, but Patriots are lucky as he missed the shot. Rebound by Polite. And Johnson up ahead. Back to Polite. He'll fire up a 3. In and out. Rebound tapped. And I think they're going to get Frazier on the foul. Trying to tip that ball. He went and knocked over O'Neal. So Polite with the miss. And yeah, you see there, Frazier just bumping O'Neal there. So the first on Frazier and team foul number 8. So Polite and Frazier check out. Gaines and Hartwell back in. Patriots just 2 of their last 10 from the field. American just 1 of their last 9, but O'Neal here to the free throw line. Johnny O'Neal, a 6'9" sophomore, 62% from the free throw line, 5 out of 8 on the season. And knocks that one down. He now has 9. O'Neal came in shooting 40% from the field overall and 38% from behind the arc. He's 2 of 3 from deep so far tonight. If he hits this one, it'll give him 10 points. He only averages 9.6 a game, and he's now stuck at 9 so far here in the first half. Minute 30 to go. Patriots up by 15 as Schwartz grabbed that rebound. Johnson gets it to Hartwell. Becton guarding him. Gets it up top, Cooper. Now Johnson. Hartwell cuts across. Johnson drives out to Gaines, 12 on the shot clock. Schwartz to Johnson. Drives, hop step, kick out. Hartwell gathers, 5 on the shot clock. Had it pass stolen away as he was trying to throw it to the outside. Here comes American on the run. Becton Jr. all the way down and scores. The lead's down to 8 shots have come from deep, and part of that is because Josh Oduro, 3 fouls in this ball game. He's had to sit for a long time in this one. Johnson. Over to Cooper. Gets to the foul line. Kicks it in the corner. Faking the 3 was Johnson. Out to Gaines. He'll take the 3. Back iron, no. And the rebound, Schwartz runs it down. Triple team in the corner. He's got to get out of there. Try to get themselves organized here. They get it into Gaines. To Cooper. Cooper starts to drive. This step back from just outside the foul line's no good. American with the rebound. They can hold for the final shot if they want. And Becton brings it across. They may just go ahead and go, see if they can run and get something here. Alexander, back cut, Becton Jr. and turned it over with 13.5. So maybe they should have held for the final shot, because now the Patriots are going to get another opportunity here. And Johnson will bring it up with 8. He gets it to Cooper. Now Hartwell with 5, to Johnson with 3, to Cooper with 2, with 1, got it all, banked it home. 1 years. Johnson with the basketball. Patriots trying to increase that lead. Up top to Gaines. The starter's back on the floor, so Johnson, Schwartz, Gaines, Cooper, and there's Josh Oduro. He picked up 3 fouls in the first half. Spins along the baseline, finishes with the left hand. And that's really what kept him from having more than just 4 points at halftime, was getting into the foul trouble. But he scores there. Oduro now with 6. He played just 9 minutes in the first half. Becton to Smalls. Back to Becton on the wing as they swing it around. That was Connor Nelson. Down low, Alexander couldn't handle the pass. And that will be turnover number 11. Oduro working in the post here. Fakes the pass, spins baseline. Again, does a nice job using the rim to shield off the defender and Alexander. Patriots could probably just go right back inside of him on nearly every possession. And here they go. He's either going to facilitate or try to score. Drives baseline. Alexander did a better job, so he gets it to Johnson. Johnson drives to Schwartz in the corner for 3 and around it off. Schwartz was 5 of 10 against Georgia, 0 for 3 from long range here tonight. He has just 2 points on that little up and under move he had in the first half. But Cooper has picked up the slack because he is 4 of 5, and that's when you've got a dangerous team, if you're not relying on just one guy to be able to knock down the outside shot. Patriots have a multitude of guys that can hit from deep. Cooper now guarding on Becton Jr. The switch, Oduro has him, so Cooper's going to have to deal with Alexander, but a 3-ball fired up from the outside instead by Nelson's no good. And here comes Oduro leading the break for the Patriots. He hands off to Gaines, got a step on the defense and finishes nicely with the left hand off the glass. So Ticket Gaines with 9 points and 3 rebounds in the contest, and the Patriots lead is now 20 for the first time in the ball game. Alexander looking, and now Smalls drives. O'Neal looking to beat Gaines, spins. Oduro cut him off. 10 on the shot clock now. O'Neal fakes the 3, drives, got into the paint. Nice finish there from O'Neal. So Johnny O'Neal with 11 of Americans' 20 now. He's been really the obviously most effective player for AU on the offensive side. Oduro now 1 dribble, had it knocked away. Out on the run, going at Schwartz. The layup is no good, but the foul is up and in by O'Neal. So Johnny O'Neal continues his onslaught. 4 quick ones for him. He's got all 4 of Americans' points here in the second half. He's up to 13 for the ball game now. 38-22, back to a 16-point lead. Cooper to Oduro down low. 1 dribble, triple teamed, kicks it to Schwartz. 3-ball is good. And you see Schwartz muttering to himself, about time, he said, as he hit that 3. 41-22, the 7th 3 in the ball game for the Patriots. Again, they average over 9 threes a contest on the season. Nelson will try to match, can't do it. Front rim, and Cooper grabs a rebound. Lobs it up ahead to a running Oduro, but cut off there, Becton Jr. Over to Cooper, into the corner, Schwartz. Can he go back to back? No, a rebound taken away there by Nelson. Back the other way comes American, now by 19. Driving along the baseline, and that's gonna be a blocking foul on the Patriots. Back the other way, Schwartz finally hitting the 3. His first of the game, and sigh of relief from him. And he just picked up the blocking foul at the other end. And that's just his first and the team's first of the half. In fact, first foul for either side in the first 3+ minutes of this half. But back to the line was Johnny O'Neal, 13 points, 5 rebounds. And now up to 14 points. He came in averaging just 9.6 points a contest. Malik Henry in for Josh Oduro here. And Alexander checks out, and Marvin Bragg back in for American. And the second one also good by O'Neal. He had a career-high 22 against St. Francis back on December 8th of this year, and he might threaten that before this one's over. 41-24. He's got all but 9 of the Eagles' points. Johnson outside to Cooper, fakes on O'Neal, drives in, floater off the glass, no. Malik Henry battling, can't get it. Marvin Bragg pulls it down. AU down 17, but still battling here. Backdoor cut for Nelson, not there, so he catches in the post against Schwartz. Couple of dribbles, trying to find some room, cut off. Now Smalls will have to settle for a 16-footer, but hit it nicely over Cooper. And the lead is down, out of 15 at 41-26. For Smalls, his first bucket of the game. He had been 0 for 4 until then. Cooper now to Schwartz. Goes to Johnson. Johnson head down, driving through, had his shot blocked by Nelson. Hartwell, Johnson, Schwartz, Malik Henry, and Cooper in the ball game. And American trying again, down 15. Get a little bit closer here with just about 15 minutes to go in the ball game. High post, Marvin Bragg. Malik Henry on him, trying to post up. Hartwell down low was Smalls. Beckton will take the 3. Malik Henry blocked it. The Patriots didn't see it. And that's a tough call there on Marvin Bragg. Johnson was trying to box him out. The shot got blocked, so it came up short. And you'll see Marvin Bragg, the shot here, Henry got the shot blocked. And then, yeah, Marvin Bragg just kind of pulled Johnson as they were both battling for it. They thought it was going to come off the rim, so that's a tough one there on Marvin Bragg, his first, team's first. Patriots have it back. Good block, nice closeout for Malik Henry. Cooper drives, cut off, kicks it to Schwartz on the outside. He goes baseline against Bragg. And looking for some old man game, a little fadeaway, can't get it there. Henry battled, and it'll go over to American. Schwartz struggling here from the field tonight. He's now just 2 of 9. Johnson's going to get a breather. Ronnie Polite back in the ball game. Patriots after that hot start. Again, they made 9 of their first 18. Since then, they're just 7 of 21. Had looks, just haven't been able to knock them down. Letting American kind of hang around. Nice give and go, and almost the circus finish there. But the foul will go against Malik Henry. And that's his second, his first, team's second, but free throws now coming for Marvin Bragg. 3 of 4 coming in on the season. 2 of 2 though here tonight, so he's up to 5 out of 6. 83% for you math majors. And knocks that one down. Josh Oduro returns. He'll replace Henry. Smalls goes out. And Elijah Stevens back in. And Bragg will have one more. He has 3 all from the free throw line tonight. And make it 4. So American doing the job at the free throw line, as they are now 8 out of 10. They've doubled up the Patriots there, who are just 4 out of 5. Polite up top to Cooper. Lead is 13. To Hartwell. To Cooper. Open look for 3. Back iron, no. American with an opportunity here as they run down the offensive rebound. Excuse me, the defensive rebound. Chance to go on offense here and get it to 10 with a 3. Just keep chipping away. Backdoor cut. Nicely done by Beckton. And the lead is down to 11 at 41-30. Into the corner. 3 ball from Polite is no good. And the rebound to Bragg. So they can get it under 10. As American on a run here. As the Patriots have gone cold here in the second half. Just 3 of 10. O'Neal falls to the ground. Cooper able to kind of skittish his way along the end line there to stay in bounds. Schwartz now trying to go up. And he's fouled, but American getting closer here. O'Neal, nice back cut. Cooper's hand was in the passing lane, but Beckton did a nice job on the catch and laid it in. He's been quiet, 13.6 a game coming in for Beckton Jr. He's got just 5 here in the ball game, but they've got themselves back to within 11, but Schwartz at the line for 2 after the foul was called on Stevens. The free throw good. So he's got 6 now to go with 3 rebounds. Cooper checks out, and Ticket Gaines back in. And Nelson checks out for American here. And Alexander's back in. So Oduro, Hartwell, Schwartz, Polite, and Gaines, the 5 on the floor for the Patriots, as Schwartz tries to make it a 13-point lead. And does. Schwartz at 85% free throw shooter coming in. Hadn't taken that many, just 14 attempts coming into tonight. And a little pressure, but American able to get it in and come across. O'Neal, who has half of American's points, 15 of their 30. Smalls dumping it down low. And Hartwell is going to be called for the foul, holding against Alexander. You can't blame him. Alexander at 6'8", Hartwell at 5'10". Trying to battle him in the post. That's a tough ask. 3rd team foul on the Patriots here in the first just over 7 minutes. So no danger of American shooting free throws coming up. Smalls, hands off. Elijah Stevens gets a screen. Now he's got Oduro on him, who's not as quick, but he gives it to Smalls down low. Alexander trying to get free from Oduro. He traveled. Oh, they called him for the hook. Les Jones calls him for the hook down low. That'll be the 2nd on Alexander. Turns it back over to the Patriots. Let's see. You don't see that often. But yeah, put the elbow right into the back, and that's what Jones saw, his little elbow, and then wrapped it around him. So that'll get the call. A veteran like Les Jones is going to see that one. Polite, high post Oduro, turns and faces and gives it back to Polite. He hop steps through and finishes nicely at the rim. I don't think American was expecting that. They were looking for Polite to try to dish it off, maybe to Oduro, but Ronnie just kept right on going. Got himself to the basket. His first 2 points here, and now American unable to connect there. A little miscommunication, and they turn it over. So Hartwell will inbound. Patriots back up by 15 here. American is just turning the ball over, back-to-back possessions. And they are up to 14 turnovers in the ball game. Polite at the top. Wants Gaines. Now lobs over to Oduro, makes the catch, breaks through the double team, finished it over Beckton Jr. Oduro now with 8 in the ball game. And the Patriots push the lead back out to 17 on a 6-0 run in the last minute 20. And more points off turnovers for the Patriots. Stevens into the corner, Smalls. Alexander battling Hartwell down in the block. Hartwell doing everything he can, and Johnson is checked back in. Hartwell picked up that 2nd foul again. Can't blame him. He was battling Alexander down the block. Stevens now drives. Nice finish. High off the glass over the outstretched arms of Oduro. And Stevens able to bank it in, his first bucket of the ball game. Johnson up top. Gaines now Polite to Johnson. High post Oduro. Turns and faces against Bragg. Had the ball knocked away, and luckily it rolled right to Polite with 13 on the shot clock. Over to Johnson. 10 now. Johnson crosses over Stevens into the paint. Top steps. Polite. 5, 4. Schwartz has to see it. Steps back. 3 balls. It's going to be short, no good. And Nelson with the easy rebound, his 4th for the Eagles. American's going to make a run and make this thing interesting. They're going to have to start doing it here as we approach the midway point of the 2nd half. Beckton up front to Bragg. Now Nelson. Under 10 on the shot clock. Out to Beckton with 4, with 3. Head down, drives, and finishes at the rim. So 4 in a row for American. They're back to within 13. Johnson to Gaines. I think the Patriots need to try to find a way to get Aduro another touch. Has it here in the high post just like last time. He's got to get deeper. And that's going to be foul number 4 on Josh Oduro, as he's called for his second offensive foul of the game. Team's 5th. And not sure about this one. Let's see. Oduro catches there, turns on Bragg. And, well, hard to tell. I mean, I'm not going to say it was a flop, but didn't look like a ton of contact there, but it was enough to draw the foul call. And that gets Polite back into the game. Patriots go small here again, as they have Polite, Gaines, Schwartz, Cooper, along with Gaines. Up top, Nelson looks to drive, backdoor cut, Stevens against Johnson down low. Circus layup is good. Has exactly twice as many as the Patriots. And 3 points. 3-point shooting. The Patriots have 7 threes. American just 2. Mason's got to get a bucket here. Cooper had 15 in the first half. He's still stuck at 15. Johnson hands off to Polite. Up top to Schwartz. To Cooper now. To Gaines. Patriots with Oduro on the bench with 4 fouls. Don't have a real inside threat here. Polite will take a 3. And bounces around, can't get it to go. The rebound battle for Gaines runs it down in the corner for the Patriots. Out to Schwartz. He got an open look at 3. Got it. A second chance opportunity there. And that stops the run by American. The 8th 3 in the ball game for the Patriots. Just their second, though, this half. Lead back to 14. Schwartz now with 10 in the ball game. Second Patriot in double digits. Marvin Bragg looking to make a move against Gaines. Hands it on the outside. Nelson. Now Stevens. O'Neal is back in. Patriots have to be aware of him. He has 15. Long 3 by Becton, no good, but O'Neal gets the offensive rebound, goes up, and then his shot swatted out of bounds by Ticket Gaines. So after Gaines got it on the offensive rebound, Schwartz able to connect. That's a big shot there after Polite had missed the 3. American, had they got that rebound, would have had a chance to get it under 10, but Schwartz able to hit the shot. Nelson, 3 ball, good. And they're going to call a foul on Marvin Bragg, but they'll count the 3 as Bragg was trying to box out against Gaines. So count the basket. Bragg called for his second and only the team's 4th. But the 3 counts by Nelson. That's his first 3 of the ball game. In fact, that's his first bucket of the ball game. He had been 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 overall from 3 before he hit that one. So back to an 11-point game. Gaines gives it to Polite, drives to the foul line. Gets it out to Johnson. He drives back to the foul line. In the corner, Schwartz. 3 ball back-to-back, no. And the rebound, O'Neal. Patriots have taken more than half their shots from behind the arc. 26 of 47 attempts. But American with a bucket here can get this thing under 10. Bragg into the corner. Nelson just hit the 3. Gives it up here to Becton, to O'Neal. 7 on the shot clock. Becton driving on Cooper. Got into the paint, banked it home. 9-point game. And American has outscored the Patriots by 7 here in the second half, 23-16 to get it to 9. Johnson looking to drive, cut off, still down the post, up and under move with road games against both Virginia Commonwealth and Duquesne, as Johnson's free throw is good before coming home to take on Rhode Island and St. Joe's. Those games on January 5th and January 8th here at Eagle Bank Arena. We hope you'll come out and join us for those. Johnson's second, no good. Made 1 out of 2, so the lead is 10. It's back to double digits, but American again can chip further away. They're 9 of 15 here in the second half. The Patriots are just 6 of 16. So the defense has to step it up. Driving, Becton Jr. got to the rim, missed it. Gaines with the rebound. Nice job there by both Polite and Johnson to slow him down. Ronnie Polite over to Cooper. Back to Johnson, drives, foul line, hop, step, kicks it out to Cooper. Nothing there, so he goes to Polite with O'Neal on him. Up and under, Polite had his shot blocked. Goes out of bounds to American. That's tough there, Polite on the drive against the 6'9" O'Neal. So American with another opportunity to get this thing under 10, 6.5 to go. Bragg in the high post. Wonder how long Coach English will keep Oduro on the bench as Malik Henry is at the scorer's table to check in. Oduro sitting with those 4 fouls. Bragg lost the handle, but Gaines couldn't recover in time to get the steal. Now 6 on the shot clock as Nelson drives on Cooper, and they're going to call Cooper for the foul, and he looks skyward. His second, team 6th. Nelson as Cooper, that left hand, the one that's wrapped, came down across Nelson. If he kept them straight up, he would have been fine, but when Cooper looks back at that film with the coaching staff, that's exactly what they'll tell him. Nelson missing the free throw, and here's Malik Henry in for Cooper. Cooper, 15 in the first half, has not attempted a 3, actually just 1 3 attempted here in the second half after he was 4 of 5 in the first half. Second one by Nelson's good, so back under 10 points at 51-42. 6:05 to go as Johnson crosses the timeline. Schwartz on the outside. Out to Polite. Johnson here. Looking, probing. Kicks it out to Gaines, over to Polite. 10 on the shot clock as Polite drives and finishes. That time he did a nice job. Showed it and then pulled it away from O'Neal, who was coming over to help for the block, and then finished off the rim. Ronnie Polite now with 4 in the ball game. 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's looking more and more comfortable each game that he's back. This is just his second. Nelson with Malik Henry on him, picked up the dribble. Now O'Neal fakes on Polite, drives, knocks him over, and that's going to be a charge on O'Neal. Back the other way. Watch Ronnie Polite here. Split the defense, show it to O'Neal, pull it back, and then lay it home. And a nice job, again, by Polite taking that charge at the other end. So Patriots up 11, 5:24 to go. That foul was on O'Neal. No worries for him. That's just his first. But each team with 16 fouls now, so free throws coming the rest of the way. Johnson on the dribble, out to Gaines. 1 dribble as they just drive and kick, drive and kick. Polite steps under, finishes. Polite now with 6, the last 4 for the Patriots. The lead is back up to 13, 55-42. Becton now. Bragg and gets it back. They got the switch that they wanted. Gaines trying to guard Bragg in the post, but out to O'Neal shooting over Polite, but can't hit. Johnson now flips it up ahead to Polite. He drives, he's feeling it, curls through, and now will set the offense. On the wing, it's Schwartz, and now Johnson. Foul line, nowhere to go. Out to Gaines, drive, spin, kick, backdoor cut to Schwartz, goes to the rim and finishes off the glass. Amongst a bunch of players, Schwartz able to finish. And just like that, the Patriots so American with the basketball trying to stop the momentum by the Patriots that has them back on top by 15 here. Mason's made their last 3 from the field. Becton with 7 on the shot clock. Drives into the paint, cut off there, lost the ball. And it goes out of bounds to American as Polite and Henry were both there. Now Josh Oduro back in this ball game. He's played just 17 minutes because of the 4 fouls he's picked up. Has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. 3:55 to go. And 4 on the shot clock for AU to try to get a shot. Patriots hit a 3 in this exact same circumstance in the first half. Nelson trying to do the same. No, an air ball, and Polite grabs the rebound. Up ahead, Gaines. Patriots trying to close this out to make it 3 straight wins on the season and get to 7-5. Oduro down low against Bragg. Got into the paint, triple teamed, out to Polite, over to Johnson. He drives, got in the paint, kicked it out. Schwartz fakes the three, then takes the three and makes the three. Now the lead has ballooned to 18 at 60-42. As the Patriots now up to nearly 50% shooting here in the second half, 10 of 21. And for Schwartz, 15 in the ball game. After a slow start, backdoor cut. Beckham Jr., Schwartz guarding him, spins around, Gaines blocked the shot at the rim. Johnson trying to run down a loose ball, can't do it. 2 on the shot clock. They don't realize that they get it off, but it's gonna be a shot clock violation. Nelson didn't realize it. Schwartz now with 15, tying Cooper for game high as they move the ball around. Johnson into the post, kicks it out, got the defender to move. Schwartz drops the three in. And now substitutions all the way around for American with 2:50 to go and down 18. They're clearing out the bench here. Donadio's back in the ball game. Smalls stays in. Alexander is back. As the Patriots have Johnson, Gaines, Oduro, Cooper, and Polite. Notek is back in the game as well for AU. Johnson drives, caught, outside, Cooper three, good. Cooper now with 18, his first three of the second half after he had knocked down 4 in the first half, so he's got 5 threes in the ball game, 18 points. Long three trying to match, no good. Johnson with the rebound. 2:10 to go. Patriots up by their largest lead of 21. It's a 9-point game earlier in this half. Patriots slowly have pulled away. Kick ball, so it'll stay with the Patriots with exactly 2 minutes to go. It's a 12-0 run for the Patriots. Johnson again in the paint, kicks it out. That's how you end up with a lot of assists as Cooper knocks that one down. 6 assists in the ball game now for Xavier Johnson. And he had 9, which was a career high in the ball game against Georgia. But is Frazier into the ball game now for the Patriots as Oduro and Polite head to the bench, and Hartwell's back in as well. Johnson drives, kicks it out to Hartwell, lost the handle, but 9 on the shot clock. Over to Frazier. Drives in against Alexander and finishes at the rim. It's a 14-0 run for the Patriots. And the lead is now up to 23. 1.5 to go. So the Patriots on their way to 3rd straight win after they had dropped 5 in a row. The American will see their 2-game winning streak snapped. 8 on the shot clock now. Smalls dumps it inside. Alexander, a little turnaround hook is good. He's got a couple of those nice moves here, as both his buckets have come on pretty moves on the inside. So American calls a timeout just for substitutions here. Blake Jones in, Mike Gray as well for the Patriots. TJ Gadsden comes in as Cooper, Gaines, and Johnson check out. So Cooper with 18, a team high in the ballgame. Schwartz finished with 15. And Johnson had just 3 points, but again, 6 assists in this game. So they've led the way for the Patriots, along with 9. Again, Gaines, 9 points, 5 rebounds. Polite with 6 in the ball game. Frazier now just finished at the rim, flips it back to Hartwell. 1 minute to go. And he gets it up top to Gray. 15 shot clock now. Hartwell looks to penetrate, lost it off his foot. It goes to Jones. Now Gadsden driving baseline, got through, kicks in the corner. Gray up top to Hartwell with 4, with 3, and the floater's good for Hartwell. 7 of their last 7 from the field are the Patriots in the lead, back to 23. 35 seconds to go. As American runs the offense here. Driving, lost the handle, turnover. Mike Gray comes up with it. Patriots don't have to shoot, and they probably won't. Kind of a fitting way there for American as they turn it over for the 17th time in the ballgame. And the Patriots have 31 points off those turnovers as Mike Gray will stand out front and dribble it out. With this win, the Patriots will guarantee that they will go into conference play above 500